And the thing is with Bivol, what Chris is saying, he's not asking for something he can't do.
Oh, right hand, and that buckles his legs, and this may be the knockout that Bivol hasn't gotten in 6 years. 2018 was the last time he finished a fighter, and he's ready to go. Oh!
Do you have a message for Dmitry Bivol now that he's here?
You know already.
Dimitri, Artur Beterbiev says that you know already. What is it that you know?
I don't know already. We know. I tell you, no. For sure.
Well, they announced October 21st as your date for Undisputed. What do you think about getting back there in October?
I hope I will feel great to October 12th, and I just have mission to be ready for October 12th, and I will do everything.
Do you think it happens?
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe, of course.
Because the timetable for Beterbiev recovery, I've heard maybe up to 6 months.
You know, you are not a doctor. Me also. Yeah, we are not in this situation. We don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's recovering so fast. Maybe now the medicine is much more better than 2 years ago.
He's 18-0 with 18 knockouts. He's the only world champion that's in boxing today that has a 100% knockout ratio for every fight he's ever been in. Because Joe Smith Jr. is an animal, and Beterbiev him up in 2 rounds.
After being denied a shot at the undisputed light heavyweight title, Dmitry Bivol is back as he expressed his desire for a shot at glory after he demolished Libyan boxer Malik Zinad last weekend. 2 of the best boxers in the division were set to clash on June 1st. But after Artur Beterbiev suffered an unexpected injury, a ruptured meniscus in training, the undisputed title clash had to be shelved, and Bivol had to settle for a fight with Zinad. A new date for this fight has now been announced, and Bivol is desperate to get his hands on all the belts in the division. The bout with Zinad was just a preparation for perhaps the biggest fight in Bivol's career. Bivol was interviewed after crushing Zinad and praised his opponent for putting up a good show. He also talked about how he takes a lot from this fight and how he plans to use the experience for his October test with Beterbiev.
You know, he has a good speed and he has a good jab. It's not easy when guy has good speed to be comfortable with him. Yeah, I try to find my way, and then I catch him in the first round in the counter-attack.
Beterbiev was also previously asked to assess Bivol as an opponent, and he didn't have good things to say.
They talk always like this. He last 5 years or 4 years, he tell for everyone like he gonna fight next fight with me. Now he says like I have fight like next 2 weeks, and he says like he already signed with me contract. How can he say sign contract with me because I have another fight? He's a real boxer, you know. Yeah. and I know nothing about fight, date, nothing. He already signed. How he that? He not good there.
These two seem to have a rivalry that not many people are aware of. Bivol was asked about his past interactions with Beterbiev during an interview, and this is how he responded.
He just said he knows. What's he said to you in the past? Is he just saying things?
Just ask him. I don't know what he knows. I didn't talk to him. You know, he just doesn't want to say anything. Maybe I don't know.
On being asked whether Beterbiev is his toughest opponent, Bivol seemed to agree.
And do you see him as the toughest fighter?
Yeah, of course, he's the toughest opponent in my career because he has 3 belts. He's last step before the goal. Yeah, and I treat him as a most dangerous opponent, of course.
I spoke to you after the Canelo fight, and you said, look, for me, it's about, forget money, it's about legacy. It's about leaving my name in the history books, becoming undisputed. What does it mean? Just describe what that would mean to you to be Dmitry Bivol, undisputed champion of the world.
It's the same. I'm just doing my history. I want to be marked in the boxing history. And this is the chance to be marked.
With your skill set, obviously he's knocked out every single one of his opponents. How do you see yourself when you vision this fight? Do you think you get to him? Do you think you can stop him? Or do you think you take him the distance?
You know, the real professional fighter, he has to have a lot of different scenarios. Of course I have it. I have bad scenarios, good scenarios, a lot of different. About good, of course, I have in my mind more. I don't think too much about bad scenarios. Once I thought about it and I forget about it. Now I have a lot of different. It could be everything in the ring.
Do you just adapt in the ring? Is that what you're going to see what he comes and then you'll know from there kind of thing?
You know, it's a boxing, it's not running where you challenge against just a time or we have opponent, he has own plan also. And you have to be ready to for improvisation, you know. Of course you have some plan, but you have to have some space for improvisations also.
Bivol feels Beterbiev is going to be a tough challenge for him. However, he's determined to put up a dominating performance against one of the best boxers and cement his name in the history books. Beterbiev is indeed going to be a tough fight for Bivol, and the fans seem to agree. Many took to social media to share their reactions and predictions when the fight was announced. Sharing their predictions, one fan wrote, "Beterbiev by murder." Another fan doesn't think Beterbiev will be explosive against Bivol. They wrote, "Sheesh, I don't think Artur can hit Bivol." The movement is just something else. A third user commented, "Bivol often fights at the level of his opponent. Beterbiev will bring out the best in Bivol. Great fight." One fan pointed out that Beterbiev is on the back foot going into this fight due to his injury. Beterbiev had a devastating knee injury like 2 weeks ago. Good luck with that. Another fan disagreed and commented, "Beterbiev has that relentless pressure he puts on opponents. Bivol doesn't have the power to keep Beterbiev off for 12 rounds." When it comes to the fans' predictions for this fight, the majority picked Bivol to come out victorious in this undisputed light heavyweight title clash. A staggering 62% of fans picked Bivol to win, while only 38% feel that Beterbiev will come out victorious. The fans are clearly rooting for Bivol. But what did the experts have to say? Who do they think can win this fight? Bivol's promoter, Eddie Hearn, was present for Beterbiev's 7th round stoppage victory over Callum Smith in January, and he had a shocking reaction to the Russian-Canadian boxer's performance.
Like you're fighting a guy that's not human. You know, he's not breathing. Every shot hurts. Even in the clinches, you see how strong he is. I'm not sure I've seen anything like it before, really. It's like it's not right. It's just like it's an unfair advantage. Great fight. I thought Beterbiev was good defensively tonight as well. He was a lot more switched on and sharp because I think he knew about the power of Callum Smith. Callum had a good second round. Even in the 6th round, I thought he started to Callum was just making a small dent. But the problem is, as I said earlier, you just can't take the hammer off Beterbiev. You can't continuously take punishment. And even at times where I thought, oh, Callum might just be starting to find his way. He comes back with 4 or 5. It only takes 4 or 5 around the side of the head. Wherever they are, they hurt. And yeah, it was a good performance from Beterbiev.
Hearn also talked about the Bivol versus Beterbiev fight and stated that he thinks Bivol can overcome Beterbiev. However, he didn't seem very confident.
The Dmitry Bivol fight, how confident are you that Dmitry can be the man to defeat?
I always back our guys. I truly believe Callum Smith would win tonight, and I truly believe that Bivol would win. But seeing Beterbiev up close, that's the 2nd time I've seen him up close. He's actually a lot better than he was against Callum Johnson. I think he's improved a lot. I know he's getting older, and you hope that he's slowing down, but he's not. He's actually, I mean, that was, I thought, one of his best performances. Dmitry Bivol has tremendous movement, but you've got to make a dent. It's very difficult to outbox him over 12 rounds. He's going to wear you down, he's going to force the pressure. And like I said, the shots around the back of the head, the shots on the ears, they really hurt. And I think Dmitry can do it, but it's the only fight for both guys now.
Combat sports journalist Mike Coppinger also shared his predictions for the fight.
Tops the bill with Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Do you feel like in recent years that is like the most well-matched fight and most pick-em fight in a long, long time?
Yeah, because everyone you talk to, everyone has a different way they see the fight going. And you look at the odds, it's actually dead even, which you never ever see in boxing, unfortunately. I'm picking Bivol, personally. I just think, you know, I tend to favor the guy who's the better classical boxer with the better footwork and the better jab, I think, although Beterbiev has a hell of a jab and he has great footwork too. So I can't say I'm confident, but
Artur Beterbiev's trainer, Mark Ramsey, also shared his thoughts on the fight. He believes that Bivol is a tough opponent and wants to see his fighter take on some tougher opposition.
You know, I know Bivol from a long time, very good boxer, like everybody know, like very good technician, fast, smart in the ring. It's a very good challenge, but this is why we're doing that business. We want to have those kind of challenge.
Ramsey also talked about the advantages Beterbiev has going into this fight. He mentioned Beterbiev's wide range of power shots that are capable of hurting his opponents.
You hold mitts for Artur. How different is it? Because you have heavyweights. You know, how different is his power from your other fighters? Your Mabilis, who's obviously a big puncher. You know, Arslanbek, another big puncher. You had Lemieux in the camp in the past. Big punchers. It's not like you're foreign to punchers.
No, I think if you compare like the kind of power that maybe Arslanbek have, or even a guy like David Lemieux had a terrific left hook, I don't know if Artur have like that much better power. But the thing is with Beterbiev that every single punch he's gonna throw at you is powerful. Like every jab is a power jab, every right, left hook, uppercut, no matters. A short distance, long distance, middle range, he always generate power. And his capacity to generate power in a very short, like you need 6 inch, he's gonna hurt you. He can be right in your face and be able to hurt you. Maybe like a guy like George Foreman was able to do. If you remember that right hand that he threw to Michael Moorer, just like boom, 6 inch finish. Beterbiev is able to generate that kind of power.
Ramsey also analyzed Bivol's strategy and talked about the feud between Bivol and Beterbiev.
If you look at all videos of Bivol, he's a little bit more linear. He's in and out, but straight in front of you. He can use a pivot. Like sometimes you look at some video, he's doing it, but I think his main thing is distance with in and out, in and out, in and out. And you know, in boxing, it can be speed, power, whatever you use, movement. There is always a way to neutralize the opponent. It's true for us also. It's true for everybody. It's just to find the right way to make sure that he don't use his tools.
As Artur's manager, is there anything that you can tell us, any perspective you can add to the first time they met in Saudi? Obviously the cameras were on and Artur made it clear that Bivol says he wants to fight but never fights. So he made it seem as if this fight never happened because of Dmitry. What's your insight onto that?
First, I want to clarify, I'm not the manager at all of Artur. I give him advice about especially the boxing stuff, but all the management he's doing himself. Listen.
Oh, wow, he manages himself.
Yes, like we have like we do meetings and we put everything on table and we make sure that we double check the decision of each other and stuff like this. We have a legal consultant also who's a lawyer. But at the end of the day, we're doing our stuff ourselves. But I'm not the manager; I'm really the coach. And for Bivol, it's from a long time that we want that fight. Like the motivation of Artur is have those belts. It's not the money. It's not he want to realize that he want to be the only champion. And he told me one day, like, I don't believe in those like 3 champion in one division. You're champion or you're not champion. And he want that belt. He want the belt that's missing. We try in the past to have some discussion, but listen, I will give you an example. Last time we spoke with them, they sent off an offer about a week after Ramadan. They know it's not possible for us. They don't really, it's just the way to throw something and after say, oh, you refuse the fight. And I told Artur, I say, you know what, accept the fight. We're going to play around that and just accept the fight. They're going to be so surprised. You're never going to hear about them anymore. And this is exactly what happened. Artur said yes to the fight, and we never had another phone call from them. Like a couple of time things happen like this. I think they're looking at Artur getting older, and they believe at one point they can escape from Artur at his peak. But right now, especially with the people who promote boxing in Saudi Arabia and are ready to put everything on the table to make that fight happen, I think he squeezed a little bit and he have no choice.
So it looks like Bivol and his team have been avoiding Beterbiev in hopes that he would retire from boxing. During the interview, the interviewer pointed out Beterbiev's age and his amazing form, even at 39 years old. Ramsey also had an interesting opinion regarding this.
Be getting better fight after fight, which is crazy. And then the knockouts makes you think he doesn't have a lot of rounds. Like Canelo has almost 500 rounds. People don't know that. Artur has under 80, I believe. So
98. He has 98.
There you go. I was off by 18 or something. But you know, that's not a lot of fight. That's not a lot of rounds. So yeah, he's old, but he doesn't have the wear and tear. How do you see his age? Because again, you've been doing this for years. You know,
you're right.
Everyone's
about
40 is different.
Exactly. You're right about professional, but you have to consider that you have also start boxing at 9 years old, and you have over 300 amateur fight. Like this is a lot. But right now he's looking good. He still want to learn something in the gym, and I think even if he's getting older like everybody else, he's still learning, and his technique is better than it was a couple of years ago, and he balanced everything with a very good life outside of the gym. Like he's sleeping right, he's eating right, he never take a drop of alcohol of his life. Like he's very, very serious about his job, and I think this is what the reason why we don't see any kind of slow down his metabolism right now. And now we're just happy the way things going, and I believe we're gonna go like fight by fight right now. We don't talk about retirement and stuff like this in the gym. Like he still perform, he's still doing very good in training, physical training and boxing training, and we go fight by fight, and until he's gonna be able to perform, I think Artur's gonna fight.
Beterbiev has been training hard and taking his career one fight at a time. However, it's not hard to see that he has been plagued by injuries for the past couple of years. His career has been marked by significant battles, including a grueling fight against Marcus Brown in December 2021, where he suffered a severe gash on his forehead. Beterbiev has plenty of experience, which can be influential in his upcoming undisputed title fight in October. Pro boxer Lonnie B, who has experience with Beterbiev, also shared his experience sparring and training with the light heavyweight champion.
I've never been hit that hard since I've been born. Like his punches are, to say he hit hard is like an understatement. It's like I'm lying to you. If I say I'm about to fight Artur, you'll be careful, he hit hard. I feel like I'm lying to you, because it's like when you get hit, you're gonna be like, nah, that's not just hitting hard. That's like, nah. Listen, look how big Joe Smith is. As soon as he boom. Look at Alexander Volsnik. He just said, I can't take it no more. And they had him winning the fight.
He did take a break for like 2 years too after. Yeah.
And you heard what he said after the fight? He said, I stayed up because I was about to die. He retired. And people laughed, but I understood what he felt. He getting hit with 10s. I'm getting hit with 18s on him. He getting hit with 10s on him. I'm getting hit with 18s. And I'm like, yo. Whew.
Zurdo Ramirez also shared his pick for this undisputed showdown. However, he picked Bivol to win.
Bivol, you've been in the ring with him. We all know how great Beterbiev is, knocks everybody the hell out. Who do you think wins in that fight?
Well, for me, I have Bivol. For me, it's Bivol the favorite.
You think he could stay away from that power for 12 rounds?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can, and I don't think Dmitry been facing someone like Bivol. I mean, I don't take anything from Beterbiev, right? But I like Bivol. I like the way he moves and everything.
Do you think he gets the stoppage, or you think he just boxes on the outside to a decision?
I think he can win by decision.
Got it.
Ramirez is confident that Bivol will get the win by stoppage. But what are your predictions for this fight? Who wins the undisputed light heavyweight championship? Share your predictions in the comments. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.